to do this shit. Let's go and do it. Okay. I'm finna bring the link so y'all can go share it everywhere. Y'all gotta take this bitch everywhere, y'all. I'm finna get them to go take it to Vito motherfucking page. I'm finna take it everywhere. Y'all see it in the comments. Okay, big. I'm finna go and get these links so I can read these articles. And then let me show you to go. Okay. Let me fix this bitch too. Let me fix this bitch too. Oh shit. I done let the light cut off. Y'all hold it down for a second. Okay, here I go. So let's go ahead and put down about this shit right here. Let me turn this out behind me for a second or two. Okay, so Jabari, that's his name, and we gonna go ahead and put down about it because here we go again in Alabama. The police finna be able to lynch one of our children, and they're gonna be able to get away with it. Now, not no more. Watch this. Homewood Police, Homewood, Alabama. Watch this. An 18-year-old was holding a gun when he was shot and killed by a police officer. This is NBC 13 at 3:14 Central Time. An 18-year-old was holding a gun when he was shot and killed by a police officer, according to Homewood Police. Homewood Police said they were investigating a suspicious vehicle at a soccer field off Lakeshore Drive. Police released further details on Wednesday, stating that a uniformed police officer approached the vehicle that Jabari, Latrell Peoples, and another person were in and smelled marijuana. The officer ordered both people to exit the vehicle and then saw a handgun in the driver's side door of the vehicle. While attempting to put Peoples in handcuffs to arrest him on unlawful possession and possible other charges, police said he actively resisted. Peoples broke away from the officer and retrieved the handgun from the open driver's side door pocket, creating an immediate death threat to the officer. The officer, fearing for his safety, fired one round from his service weapon to defend himself. The release from the police stated that Peoples fell to the ground with the gun still in his hand, and officers gave multiple verbal commands for him to release the gun. The other person from the vehicle who had run into the woods began approaching, and the officer and backup was called. He was told to sit on the curb while the gun was removed and taken into custody. Emergency aid was given at the scene to Peoples before he was transported to UAB, where he died. It is being investigated as a homicide according to the Jefferson County coroner. This is standard procedure. The officer was treated and released by medics at the scene. Aaliyah is investigating and took possession of the body cam footage, and police said arrangements are being made so the family can see it. The details surrounding this incident are clearly captured on the officer's body-worn camera, according to Homewood Police. That footage has not been released by Aaliyah. This sequence of events resulting in the loss of life is tragic, and we empathize with Mr. Peoples' family as they grieve, Homewood said. On too many different occasions now, it done been somebody that done came out and said, no, that's not how this happened. Here we go again. This is another article. They say the police department began by noting saying it has seen a recent increase in criminal activity in and around athletic complexes. So let me see. During the altercation, the police claim Peoples received a handgun posing as an immediate threat. In response, the officer fired one round from his service weapon, striking Peoples. Police said the officer issued multiple commands for Peoples to release the handgun and call for emergency backup. The second occupant, who initially fled, returned and was instructed to sit on the curb while the officer secured the handgun from Peoples. Police said backup officers arrived within 96 seconds and began administering medical aid. The Aaliyah notified... Damn, this thing just went up on me. My bad. Was notified and has taken over the investigation. Police said the incident was recorded on the officer's body-worn camera, and arrangements are being made for People's family to view the footage. The Homewood Police Department expressed empathy. The new details released by the department follow a viral social media post from a family member stating a series of claims about the incident, some of which include that Peoples was not armed, no life-saving measures were taken after he was shot, and there has been no effort from the department to show the family body cam footage. He was approached by an individual in an unmarked vehicle with no lights, no sirens, and no visible identification. That officer exited the car, tapped on the window, and told the occupants to exit. They followed directions. Jabari complied, and within seconds, he was taken to the ground and shot. Jabari was a college student. He had a family. He had a future. He was unarmed. He complied, and now he's gone. We have not received a full incident report. We have not been given any footage, and we have not heard one word of explanation from the Homewood Police Department. But we have heard the lies, we've read the headlines, and we've watched attempts to twist the narrative. As the mayor of Aliceville, Alabama, I write you on behalf of my constituents, the People's family, and in solidarity with concerned citizens across the state following the tragic shooting death. This is the mayor of Aliceville, Alabama. In Homewood this past weekend, Mr. Peoples, a young black man, was reportedly gunned down while spending time at a park with a friend. His death has sent shockwaves through our communities and raised serious concerns about the circumstances surrounding the incident. In the interest of transparency, accountability, and the public's right to know, I respectfully urge your administrations to release all available footage related to this case, including any body cam footage, any body-worn camera recording, surveillance video, and dispatch audio. Making this information public is a critical step towards ensuring trust in the investigative process and demonstrating commitment to justice and equal protection under the law. This moment calls for clarity and compassion. The people of Alabama deserve both. I trust that your office will handle this with transparency and leadership it demands. So, the family who was not even given the right to have a motherfucking autopsy have said that they didn't even know that this man was dead until they got the report from the autopsy saying that this man had a gun and all this shit. But there still has not been a gun that nobody has seen or been recovered on the scene or none of that. So Birmingham, Alabama, here we go, 2025. Oh, here go the family. The family of Jabari Latrell people say they were never contacted by law enforcement. The night their son was shot and killed by Homewood police, they released a statement setting demands on law enforcement and noting contrary items to what's been released by agencies. Homewood police said they were investigating a suspicious vehicle at a soccer field off South Lakeshore Drive when Peoples got into a fight with an officer. Peoples broke away from the officer and retrieved a handgun from the open driver's side door, creating an immediate threat to officers. Homewood police said in a release on Wednesday, the officer, fearing for his safety, fired one round. The release from police stated that Peoples fell to the ground with the gun still in his hand, and officers gave multiple verbal commands for him to release the gun. Peoples was taken to UAB hospital where he later died, and the officer was treated and released by medics at the scene. The family released an official statement on Facebook Tuesday night. At no point we were notified by law enforcement or medical personnel. Instead, our families was contacted by the Jefferson County Coroner's Office at 10 a.m. the following morning, over 12 hours after Jabari was pronounced dead. By the time we were contacted, his body had already been transported, an autopsy had been conducted without our knowledge or consent, and we were instructed to send a funeral home to retrieve him. We were hold on. Why y'all keep blowing? Y'all trying to tell me something? Hello? I'm on the phone, y'all. Hold on. We were denied the right to identify him. We were denied the right to be present. We were denied basic dignity. Contrary to the reports and assumptions being pushed publicly, Jabari was not armed. He was not aggressive. He did not resist, and he complied. He was approached by an individual in an unmarked car with no lights, no sirens, no visible identification. The officer exited the vehicle, tapped on the windows, and told the occupants to exit. They followed directions, complied, and within seconds, Jabari was taken to the ground and shot. A witness was present. That person saw everything. There was no weapon. There was no threat. Once Jabari was shot, the officer took no life-saving action, no CPR, no medical attention, nothing. He was left to bleed out on the street. Jabari was a college student. He had a family. He had a future. He was unarmed. He complied, and now he's gone. We have not received a full incident report. We have not been given footage. We have not heard one word of explanation from Homewood, the police department. But we have heard the lies. We done read the headlines, and we've watched the attempts to twist the narrative. Let us be clear. This was not negligence. It was a violation of Jabari's civil rights, of our family human rights, of due process, and of decency. We demand immediate public release of a full police report, all available body cam and dash cam footage, identification of the officer involved, a full independent investigation, accountability at every level. We will pursue this case until the truth is fully exposed and justice is served, not only for Jabari, but for every family who's been forced to bury loved ones without answers. Say his name, Jabari Latrell Peoples. His life mattered. His death will not be ignored, and his story will not be rewritten. Aaliyah is investigating and took possession of the body cam footage. Police said arrangements are being made so the family can see it. The details surrounding this incident are clearly captured on officer's body-worn camera, according to police. So, with all that being said, y'all, listen. This young man came. Oh, shit, I'm sorry. I done motherfucking switched the thing over. This young man came. We gonna have a whole full goddamn segment on this, but I just wanted to give y'all a little spec on what's going on in Alabama right now, Birmingham, Alabama, in a sub little city in called Homewood. We got the police just lynched an 18-year-old young black man, lied on him and said he had a gun. He never had a gun, and they trying to get off this shit. Help us down here in Birmingham, y'all. We need it. Blessings, blessings, blessings.